We're having a hearing tomorrow in the Assembly talking about what changes need to be made through lawmakers to impact the current situation of how many people are affected by the current system. And so what are some of the number one things that could be done to improve the process from where it is today?
Really, the data tracking is a big part of it. If you don't understand the scope of a problem, it's really hard to allocate resources to address it and to know what's needed to address that. And, the Department of Public Instruction has said that they lack enough staffing and funding for this. And so having tracking and understanding that would help allocate resources, and as well as access to this information.
There is no state law against or like even defining what grooming is, right? And that's part of what the new legislation could be, is how much of that would make a difference as far as the limitations of DPI when it comes to being able to subpoena people. Where's the line between law enforcement versus DPI and what they can do based on what the state statute says?
So those investigations by DPI are looking at whether someone should keep their teaching license. And then, of course, a law enforcement investigation is looking at whether a crime occurred. But currently, the state statute that DPI uses, the standard to look at licenses, refers to, quote, immoral conduct. And that's defined as conduct or behavior that is contrary to commonly accepted moral or ethical standards and that endangers the health, safety, welfare, or education of any student. So it's a vague and a broad definition, but DPI seems to think that, and they've said that adding explicit language about grooming would be helpful for them. So interested to see where the discussion goes with lawmakers and what comes next.
I think every parent, including myself, is very interested in where this story goes.